Hey guys, Jabby back. I had to clear out some of the people downstairs, but if you ever wanted to, for some reason, go ahead and listen to Taggart, you just find this little spot right here. There you go. There's going to be a number of people in here, though. See, really it's not too hard to just deal with them. And by deal with them, I mean completely ignore them and go above their heads. Quite literally.
Out. I don't want it.
You guys really need help.
Kill. He's gonna kill all. Gonna kill.
Anyway. There's a few ways we can get through this. Ooh, hello. I'll take that. But in here is Mr. Taggart. Right there in the flesh. I don't want to be nice though. Let's give this a pounce. Pounce.
I can't think with all that noise.
Hello, lady.
Get away! Just get away! I saw what you people did. You killed them all! You even killed each other!
That's not fair considering the circumstances. How about you?
Hugh Darrow was a monster. Such a tragedy. In the right hands, this technology could have helped so many people.
Y'all wanted to get rid of it, so I don't know what you're saying. Oh, hey, I'll take this. What's on here? Da 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 da. Nutrient lines are filled and no containments are getting in. Uh-huh. That is telling you a little bit more of what's going to be inside the supercomputer.
How did you manage to avoid being affected by the signal? Were you in on it with that bastard, Darrow?
You wish. See, I'm a hippy-dippy type cyborg and like my old school biochips.
You seem to be unaffected by the signal that Darrow is broadcasting. I suppose that is a military adaptation?
Not military, last gen. Are you crying? Okay. What's up, butthead?
Mr. Jensen, how ironic that you should be the one to save us from the monsters out there.
Monsters, Taggart? You mean people. Augmented people who've lost all control, lost their reason.
Isn't that supposed to be my line? Unfortunately, it seems your esteemed Mr. Darrow decided to appropriate my point and turn it back on me. In madness and in blood. He has betrayed us all.
So you finally admit it.
Yeah.
You are part of this after all. You have been all along.
It would be pointless to deny anything now, but despite what you think of us, we never wanted augmentations outlawed. All we've ever sought is regulation, rules governing how the technology is developed, and laws that ensure it's used for the good of society.
Could have fooled me,
raised
buddy.
Society above humanity. So who gets to make those rules?
Men with wisdom, strength, and tenacity to know what's right. Proven leaders who distinguish themselves like you, Mr. Jensen. You've certainly earned the right to be one of us. All you have to do
Who says
is
I
take
want
it.
to be
I'm
one
not
of
looking
you?
for glory, Taggart.
Just remember that without control, there's no room for freedom, only anarchy. You were a policeman once. You know the importance of order.
I know
And
there's a difference between
police
order
officers
and
usually
slavery.
like.
The biochip wasn't supposed to
You know,
force
I'll
people to
just
do
let
anything.
this go on.
It merely
I'll have my word
limited
about this in
power
a
so that
minute.
people couldn't go on killing sprees like the ones taking place right now.
Amazing how well that worked out.
Say what you will, but I know that some part of you agrees with me. Absolute freedom is no different than absolute chaos. Society needs boundaries if it has any hope of surviving. And you, Mr. Jensen, can be the one to give us that hope.
Uh-huh.
Shut down Darrow's signal. Then help me get a message out saying that an accident at VersaLife contaminated the world's neuropozyne supply.
VersaLife? And what if I decided to blame the Illuminati?
The Illuminati is just a name to get rich financiers to invest more money. Besides, do you really think the world will believe in some 18th century conspiracy theory? Do this
Now you're
for
just
us,
pissing me off.
and you'll ensure a future for mankind, all of mankind, augmented or otherwise. The future Hugh Darrow offers doesn't allow for both.
Let me think about it.
Maybe it shouldn't allow for both. Ooh, I gotta practice. Hey, there's a thing in here. I want in there. I kinda want in there. Seems like a weird place to put a vent anyway. So, Taggart. Well, who's the biggest pile of awful and hypocrisy in the room? He is. First off, one of the last things he said is he offered us a spot in the Illuminati, then pretty much 20 seconds later said the Illuminati is nothing more than a front and a name. Yeah, it totally makes me want to join your super secret control group. Totally. Next up on the chopping block of his argument, though, is, who exactly decided he is one of the best people in order to run everything? Give you a hint, he did. See, Taggart has this way of going through... has this way of going through a lot of stuff in the games and proclaiming that he is the one best suited for being in charge. Yeah, he is just all around a grade A butthead. I really don't see why anyone would want to even come down here and save him if not for like a slight completion bonus. I honestly didn't expect this guy to come down here. Huh. You are freaking the fuck out, man. Yeah, so if that's where you want to, or if you have ever found yourself for some reason agreeing with Taggart, that's where you find him. He really doesn't deserve any of the favors we give him. But yeah, that's all of it for now. Oh, hey. Can I grab some more of that? Awesome. Big old pile of sleepy people. Used a gas grenade to get all of them, by the way. Yeah, now we can continue back and do what we were going to do. Which, I mean, largely you've seen most of it, so I'm going to show you a nice little trick. You see, you can, in fact, get through a lot of it by, small tricks. Like, instead of running up and trying to deal with the, with the turrets and such, you can start EMP grenading the heck out of that thing. EMP grenades will actually open up the pods? Pods is a good word for it. And you can use that to... It takes a lot of shots, but you can kill those unfortunate ladies by just plugging them with bullets. I, on the other hand, have another way. And it's pretty nifty. You notice how those dots are green? No, that's a turret. Anyway, I'm going to skip through this because it's really just the same weight as it goes down. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so we're back down here. We're getting ready for that fight. Now, gonna need any of those. I kind of want this just so I can have more energy as we go into the fight. There's no real need for it, I just like it. Give me that. Give me those. I like 200 health, it's nice. Anyway. So, you remember what I said last time about, turn that off, about the most fitting way of dealing with her being a laser to the face? I wasn't being like clever or anything, or just going like, yeah, I got a big old laser. There's a nice little trick about it. We've seen this already, so we don't need to see it again.
Alpha pod security in place. To access Alpha pod, purge tertiary pods.
You see, once we get past...
I must be the one to alter the signal. Once I do, the council will welcome me with open arms.
Uh-huh, sure.
No! Protect Mother! Stay away!
And there you go.
No! I can't take it!
It's always fun to see her overload and get all crispy. But yeah, the laser actually goes through glass. So, that includes any glass. Like that glass. Or the glass of this safety wall. It's pretty funny. You see it hitting the wall back there. A little bit. But yeah, so if you have the laser cannon, it takes up a lot of room in your inventory, but this is the most cakewalk boss fight in the entire game if you do. You literally just sit behind the pillar for 2 seconds. The turret goes a little bit to the left so it doesn't target you, and you blast her with it. You don't even have to reload. Well, I guess we already reloaded manually. Not manually, but yeah, you get the idea. So, the dialogue, because we rescued Taggart this time, is a little different. Let's check it out.
Hello, Adam.
Hello.
Welcome to the edge. It is not the end of the world, but you can see it from here.
Eliza?
Hey there, Eliza.
What are you doing here?
What you
It is my
doing
job to
here,
monitor and report
Benja?
on the news, Adam. Before Darrow smothered everything with his signal, the whole world was tuned into this place, including me.
The broadcast. I have to stop it.
I know.
You sound a real
Please,
pain for someone who
come
has gone
closer.
through almost nothing.
Do you know where
I mean,
we
the
are,
blast
Adam?
wave hurt.
We are at the fulcrum point, when society lies in the balance. Hugh Darrow hoped to tip the scales one way, by telling the world everything you already know. About the biochip.
It would certainly
Indeed,
Oh, we can
however,
skip.
content,
the
but why?
We know all
Alter-
this.
Tag.
You might, of course.
That's a solution,
No one will be left.
including me.
The choice is yours.
Oh, we
Do
skipped
you
a whole
believe
bunch
you
of
have
stuff.
the wisdom to choose?
Basically, the third option over here that is given is Taggart's message. He's a big old butthead, but I'm going to show you just so you guys can see it. So let's go with Taggart's option. At the Illuminati reign. I don't know really what comes out of us in this situation, but here we go.
If you do this, first-hand experience with corporate negligence on such a grand scale may convince mankind to enact harsh restrictions on human enhancement research. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yeah.
So be it then.
Freedom. To those who don't have it, it's more valuable than gold. But where should it start and end?
I'm mean, deep question, I suppose.
We humans often think we have the right to expand, absorb, convert, or possess anything we need to reach our dreams. But time and time again, hasn't this led to conflicts with others who essentially believe the same thing? Looking back on the challenges I faced, at the way I often resolve them, I realize morality can become our saving grace.
We did save quite a few people.
Most of the time, didn't I try to keep my values in mind, knowing how my actions would affect others? More often than not, I resisted the urge to abuse power and resources simply to reach my goals more swiftly. I managed to hang on to my humanity. But the temptation to ignore it was always there. It's that temptation that so worries Taggart. He's not afraid of freedom. He's afraid of the chaos that erupts when individuals have nothing but morality to constrain them. He wants us to regulate enhancement technologies because he fears all that power without limits, without guide rails to keep us from abusing it.
Powerful
Absolute
backdrop
freedom
there.
is no better than chaos. Society needs laws and regulations to protect it. So if the men and women behind Taggart need to work in the shadows, pulling strings to enable us to head in a safe direction, will supporting them be all that bad? If they're as wise as Taggart says, how bad will their leadership be?
That's subjective as all get out.
I just hope they stand by what they say.
Yeah, I suppose that is something to hope for. Clunk. But that is the Taggart ending. We have 2 more. Let's see them. Oh, let's see one of them. Everything goes out unfiltered, just as we've learned it. Let's see how this changes things up.
If you do this, the unadulterated truth in Darrow's confession may well convince mankind
We
to
could turn the
cast
TV
all
on and off.
science and technology aside, to ensure that future generations grow up free and whole. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yeah.
So be it then.
Prepare for more backdrops.
Albert Einstein said, technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. Took me a while, but I finally see his point. How often have we chased the dream of progress only to see it perverted? More often than not, haven't the machines we built to improve life shattered the lives of millions? And now we want to turn that dream on ourselves to fundamentally improve who we are. Experience has shown me how dangerous that can be. How many times in the Call of Duty did I almost fall into the trap of taking shortcuts, abusing my abilities or the resources at hand? I resisted. Barely at times, because I valued human lives and considerations. Can I truly despise others who fall? Technology offers us strength. Strength enables dominance, and dominance paves the way for abuse. Darrow understood this. He knew that using technology to become something more than we are risks losing our ability to love, aspire, or make moral choices. The very things that make us human.
I'd argue
It also risks giving some men the power to make others what they choose, regardless of the cost to human dignity.
Basically that.
The suffering Darrow inflicted is not the end of the world. It is merely the seed for change. And change never comes without pain.
Well, That's also an argument. We have one more to view, though. Let's get to it. I don't really enjoy that argument, though. It basically goes by saying, same problem I had with Darrow the first time around. You're assuming that the only thing that we want to do with it is abuse anything we can. There are people who will. That is not out. But more times than not, every person that wants to abuse the power has 10, 20, 100 that just want to make things better. It may be a self-centered better, but they're just trying to make things better. Anyway, we have one more ending, and for that we go through here. As Eliza said, we got some cores to go through. And we're gonna blow it all up. Well, not blow it all up, but nothing's gonna leak out and no one gets to say anything about it. Now, before I enter this one, this will be the final thing, and I'm gonna leave you after it. But as far as which one you choose, I prefer the Seraph ending. Though all of them are considered semi-canonical because they don't affect enough in the long term. And Deus Ex Mankind Divided still happens as it does. But maybe I'll get to that in another time. Till then, let's shut it down.
If you do this, the world will be left with questions and may never reach a consensus. Are you sure this is your choice?
Yep.
We have little time left, Adam. And might I say, it has been a pleasure.
It's been fun, Eliza.
Do I trust mankind to save itself? That's what Eliza was asking. The truth is, I don't know.
Possibly can't.
After everything I've seen, all the fighting and the chaos around me, I only know what I want to believe. Somehow, human decency will triumph. These past few months, I've faced many life-threatening situations. I could have given up many times, but my need to know the truth, to uncover the secrets that others were hiding, and to survive, forced me to keep on going. Most of the time, I tried to keep my values in mind, knowing my actions did not have to harm others. I held on to my humanity, resisting the urge to abuse power or resources in order to meet my goals. And in the end, I got the job done.
That we did.
But does this mean I have the right to choose for everyone? No. Because it isn't up to me. It isn't up to Darrow, Sarah, or Taggart either. Ordinary men and women will have to decide together what course mankind should take. The kind of people who time and time again have picked and chosen the future in highly practical ways, slowing change when it's negative, speeding it up when it's good. Can they do it again? I don't know.
We can hope.
But I do know I'm not about to let anyone in this station, myself included, stand in their way.
And there we go. For the most part, that's all the different endings of Deus Ex Human Revolution. The minor differences between it all, for the good, bad, and neutral. We saw the neutral ending for All of them. The variant, anyway. The real difference between good and bad is if you saved every single person, like you just knocked them out. Non-lethal every single time, all along the way, whenever possible. He basically has a stronger message about keeping his morality and humanity intact. If you killed everyone, he's just like, I did it quick and easy, man. I don't know if I can still call myself human after this, but I got the job done. But for now, we're done here. So, until next time, this is gonna be Jabby signing out. I'll see you later.